I'm with Alan Landis, Australia's foremost Wedgwood expert, and today we're going to have a look at one of the most magnificent collections that Alan has put together.
Wedgwood for me is very, very exciting, and I wanted to get something, tell people that everything isn't just the blue and white. And Wedgwood, during the time of the Depression, things were difficult, and they were looking at bringing in new designers and modelers to make it really exciting and continue their leadership, which they'd had since the 18th century. And for me, it was something which I really wanted to do. And this collection encompasses 16 different modelers and designers. It's taken me over 20 years to put this collection together, and it's been a great labour of love, and the response that we've had has just been enormous.
Alan's going to show us the very, very first piece he ever purchased. Now, the history of this, Alan?
Well, it was designed by a gentleman called John Dermer, and he was an potter in residence at the Wedgwood factory in 1972.
Oh, right.
He was there for 12 months, so there's only a very finite number of pieces that he produced. That's a very special piece. It's impressed Wedgwood and his marks on the bottom, so it's very, very exciting. It's hand-thrown with a salt glaze, and it's a one-off piece. So it's
and what sort of value would you put on that today, Alan?
It's $4,000.
Oh, $4,000
Yes.
for a little piece of pottery.
Yes, it's a one-off.
And what other favourite pieces have you got in the collection?
Eric Ravilious really epitomises what wonderful design and originality we find with Wedgwood in the 20th century. He was a war artist. He was actually killed in 1941 flying over Iceland.
Gee.
His designs were not actually put into production till after the war, but he was the first use of lithography or transfer printed decoration. He worked for had a number of commissions in the 1920s. So
well, these would be very, very rare.
They are rare, they are rare. One of the patterns he did was the garden pattern. Another one is the travel series. They're on a different colour ground. This is on a white ground. This is on a ground called Windsor Grey.
Right.
And then there's another one he did called Persephone.
All right.
And it's interesting that with the name Persephone, the Wedgwood people had difficulty saying the name. They used to call it Persephone.
All right.
So they changed the name to Harvest Festival.
One of the other designers in this collection is Keith Murray, who I'm very, very fond of myself. And Alan, can you show us some lovely pieces of Keith Murray?
Well, Keith Murray is an iconic name in Wedgwood. He was the first person that Wedgwood allowed to actually mark his pieces, apart from the Wedgwood name, to incorporate his signature into the back stamp. They're iconic shapes in terms of the design, the glazes, and they fulfill all the senses to the eye, the feel of them, and it's just so tactile. And they're just sort of very well promoted. He was a New Zealander. He was 14 years of age when he left New Zealand to go to England with his parents. With his designs, they're not just in the matte green, they're also in the matte white, in the matte straw, and also in black as well. So it's a huge range, and he worked for Wedgwood for 20 weeks a year. He also designed in glass and also in silver, but it's through his designs for Wedgwood he's most well known.
Now, what sort of value would you put on that piece today?
This piece is $2,000.
$2,000.
Yes.
Oh, that's very affordable.
Indeed, yes.
Where do you find a lot of these pieces?
Most of my pieces I buy in England because although they're very popular in Australia, they're very, very hard to find here. And on my last trip to England, I bought one piece. The previous year I bought 10, but they're becoming more and more sought after.
Well, they're very popular in England now, aren't they?
Art Deco is really such an exciting period. It just, when you have the monochrome glazes, they fit into any decor, in any home.